And so now we're going to move into our program of presentations, and it's really my pleasure tonight to introduce Rita Hansen. Rita and I go back a ways. Rita and I were both living in Portland at the same time for many years, and when they did a recruitment for Cascade Angels Fund Manager, Rita led the charge for that committee that engaged my services to launch Cascade Angels. And she is the CEO of Onboard Dynamics, a very cool and enthusiastic person in print. So that was not in the script, but I wanted you to know that. You'll enjoy her presentation. And Onboard Dynamics seeks to lower fuel costs and carbon emissions by removing infrastructure barriers to driving natural gas-powered vehicles. Welcome back to the PubTalk stage, Rita.
So the great thing about that intro is that she just took out like the first sentence, so I get 5 minutes for 5 years, because that's the last time I was here. I was pitching Onboard Dynamics as an early concept stage company for the 2013 Bend Venture Conference. And I have to tell you a quick story about EDCO, because I would not be standing here in this capacity if it wasn't for Jim Coonan at the time, who was the venture catalyst, which is that powerful role that Brian Vieira now has. He connected me to Dr. Chris Hagan, who was the original innovator of our technology. And I have to tell you that the best part of my story is that I get to tell people that we are Becky Johnson's first spin-out from OSU Cascades. Very powerful. And so I've got 5 minutes to cover 5 years. And I have to tell you that since then, we have raised over $7 million in capital, largely non-dilutive from people like the Department of Energy who believed in us, ONAMI, Oregon Best. I have to have a list because it's so many, Oregon State University. Our first commercial customer, SoCal Gas down in California. I can't forget to mention Portland Seed Fund, other local angel investors. Most recently, Village Capital. Thank you to Seven Peaks, who made that connection to Ross Baird, because we are now one of their companies. And today, I can't quite believe this, but I'm excited to announce that Thai Oregon and Elevate Capital have made their commitment to invest in us, and we're going to have an investment call with Thai Global. So we have a team of 9 people. We have just brought on our first real salesperson, and I'm really proud of the fact that we are hiring engineers from Chris's program. He is spinning out people that are just top caliber talent, so I'm very excited. Today we have a strategic global manufacturing partner with Linamar Corporation, and they want to build our product. And they've kicked in $2 million of services plus working capital and to cover parts and inventory. So it's very exciting. Our first product is the GoFlow mobile compressor. It has been installed at a school bus yard in El Monte, California. Today, the bus drivers are refueling their natural gas buses using our system, and they're saving $3.88 per gallon gasoline equivalent today. Thanks to our engineering team and our entire team for putting a product in the field that is working. I can't tell you how many times I've been in this position and that has not been the case. That scars are on my back, trust me. But we have delivered a product with all that support, obviously, a product into the field that's working. So that fleet manager is running CNG in his buses versus diesel, and because of that, he's saving over a ton of carbon dioxide emissions each month. So now I'm very excited, but let me tell you about the future, which is even more exciting to me, because someday soon, the $3 trillion natural gas distribution system that delivers low-pressure natural gas into 75 million homes and businesses will become a blend of renewable natural gas and regular natural gas. And did you know that you could start driving natural gas vehicles with that fuel and be cleaner than an electric vehicle, and in many cases be carbon negative? We can do it here in Bend right now with our own wastewater treatment facility. because they are generating biogas with their anaerobic digester, and they're flaring it into the frickin' atmosphere. We could capture that stream and start refueling vehicles. We can do it around the world. And the best part about this is that Onboard Dynamics is poised to be playing a critical role in this particular part of the market that's growing. So I can tell you that we are currently fundraising. See me and Steve if you want some more information about that. We also have 5 new Go Flows that are being built today. We're working very hard to close those early sales. Your networks are powerful, and I welcome connections that you can make to potential downstream, midstream, and upstream players in the entire natural gas industry. I always tell people that when they come and see me at our facility and in this venue right now, you all become ambassadors of Onboard Dynamics. You are now hereby empowered to tell our story and share the success and share the vision. I'm done.
Okay, good. So I'm going to repeat the questions, and
Okay.
and then, so we have a few minutes. We have a few minutes for Q&A for Rita. Questions? You did such a thorough job. Yes, Kelly.
Can you talk a little about how you were selected for the trip to India and what came out of that?
Could you talk a little bit about how you were selected for the trip to India and how that worked?
Thank you, Kelly, because you know a little bit about this. So I was part of the U.S. delegation to the Global Entrepreneurship Summit in December, early December, and a lot of it was because of the fact that energy. There was 2 aspects. They were focusing on the power of female entrepreneurs, and they were also looking at energy solutions for real world problems. And so I was obviously on somebody's radar, maybe back when I got invited to the White House, who knows. But the fact is that, you know, I got the opportunity to go to India, and I saw that, and I was exposed to the fact that India is the number 3 country that has already adopted natural gas as a transportation fuel. Here in the U.S., by the way, we're number 17 on the list. So India already has like 60% of their vehicles driving natural gas, and they're trying to figure out how to really expand out the infrastructure, and we have a solution there.
Other questions? Yes. Yes.
What's your biggest barrier in the short term?
What's your biggest barrier in the short term?
Sales. My team is laughing over here. We're all engineers, you know, I mean, in the sense of that, you know, we all come with technical engineering background. We've put the last 5 years has been all about product and technology development. And maybe, you know, I mean, so we have a product in the field, we've launched it. Within a week, we had 100 inquiries inbound. And I was like, oh my God, I don't have a salesperson that can manage this. So anyway, that's really my biggest pain point.
Are you trying to hire a salesperson?
We just got one, and we're going to hire some more, yes.
Okay, they're hiring salespeople. One more question? SJ? Oh, there you are. Hi.
Yeah, Rita, you've been involved both in the Portland entrepreneurial sort of community and the Bend community. What do you think is like the greatest asset we have?
Okay, so you've been involved in Portland and Bend entrepreneurial communities. What's the greatest asset besides you that we have here?
Yeah, hiring Julie, that was like the best thing I did. You know, it's funny because my very last sentence that I got cut off from saying was that this is the most amazing place to start and grow a business. I can't talk to you about the connections that people make here and how it just blows my mind how far-reaching they go and how willing people are to just. I'm not joking. We've navigated multiple valleys of death over the last 5 years. Not just one, not just two, but multiple valleys. And the support from the ecosystem Yes, I have my sleepless nights, but I tell you what, getting up and coming to work every day is because of this community.
That's a great note to end on. Thank you. Thank you, Rita. Great note to end on.